My name's Karen Greenhalgh. I'm running for the House of Delegates to represent the 85th District of Virginia Beach. So this is 4th of July, Independence Day, when we celebrate the signing of the Declaration of Independence. As a candidate, I'm already walking doors and meeting voters, and I find so many people who are proud of being Americans, but we don't all remember why the Declaration of Independence is so important and why it's still important for us today. I've spent a lot of time thinking about those settlers. They all came to America from different countries and for different reasons. Some wanted freedom to worship as they chose, and others wanted economic liberty. But they all wanted one thing, and that was their liberty. They all wanted to be free. So when the King of Great Britain tried to take away the liberty that they had found in America, they got together and wrote the Declaration of Independence, writing as we the people. Those colonists put into writing the 6 principles that explain what individual liberty really means. Principle number 1 is the law of nature and nature's God. This is often called natural law. It simply means that in our heart, we all know what's right and wrong. We have the right to self-defense. We have the right to own property. We have the right to be free and be no one else's slave. We don't have the right to take these rights from anyone else. We know what's right and wrong because God gave us these laws. Principle number 2 says all men are created equal and endowed by their Creator. We have to acknowledge that there is a God who created us. He created us all equal, and He gave us the natural law. Government doesn't decide what's right and wrong. We know what is right and wrong because God already gave us those principles. Principle number 3 says they are endowed by their Creator with certain unalienable rights. God gives us rights, not the government. Government cannot give us rights, and government cannot take them away. Principle number 4, that to secure these rights, governments are instituted among men. This means that the purpose of government is to protect our unalienable rights. Principle number 5. Governments are instituted among men, deriving their powers from the consent of the governed. This means that because we the people establish government to protect our rights, that government can only remain in power with our permission. And principle number 6. When any form of government becomes destructive to these ends, it is the right of the people to alter or abolish government and to institute new government, laying its foundation on such principles. So we, the people, have the right to change our government if it is not protecting our liberty. In 161 simple words, the Declaration of Independence explains the principles of individual liberty. Our Constitution was written to protect those liberties. In fact, our Constitution was considered a great experiment because it was the first government that was designed to protect the liberties of the citizens instead of controlling the citizens. We've gone through a lot of struggles in our country, but because we hold firm to the Constitution and we don't let go of the principles of liberty, we've come through those struggles stronger and even more dedicated to the liberty of our individuals. As a country, we must take care to not throw away what has made us the strongest and most successful nation in the history of the world. The unalienable rights endowed by our Creator are so fundamental to life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness that we still honor the Declaration of Independence today. We fought a war over these principles, and the whole purpose of the Civil Rights Movement was to make sure that these principles were equally applied to all citizens. My name is Karen Greenhalgh, and I'm running for the House of Delegates in the 85th District of Virginia Beach.